Hi, it's Miss Jenny, and I was just sitting in my bed, and I was actually doing some research, so I've been looking through all my social media and researching some online things and looking at what people are twittering and all that. And January is the month for cleaning. Like, everybody's cleaning out their closets, going through their drawers, cleaning up their kids' rooms, and it makes perfect sense because we have all this stuff that we've gotten after the holidays, and now we got to figure out where to put it, right? So the question of the day is, what do you do with your stuff? And I thought about that, and so I kind of feel a little bit of urgency because we're already halfway through January, right? And so we're going to talk about what to do with your stuff. And I'm doing it right now with my bed a mess, pencil in my hair. Doing it because I don't want to put it off because I think it's important. So we have all these things that we're going to get rid of, and where do we send them, or what do we do with them? Well, this is the time of year after the holidays where donations tend to drop off. So if you're going through your pantries and there's canned goods in there that you know you're not going to use or whatever, the food pantries and the food banks really need food at this time of year. It's been cold just about everywhere that I know of, and people are having trouble right now. Homeless shelters need donations. They can use clothes. Coats are important because of how cold it's been. I don't know if they would take bedding. They might. And personal hygiene products, things like that. They may need toys if they have children. I don't know if, someone may take children. Another place that you could donate some things is crisis centers. Things that come to mind are like women's shelters for domestic violence. They may need clothes. They may need some work appropriate clothes. Maybe these are ladies who have to find jobs. Again, things for kids, cleaning products, hygiene products, diapers, things like that. And another place might be halfway houses or group homes, places where, I know this is controversial, but people who maybe get out of the penal system and they haven't quite integrated back into society, those type of places may need donation of clothes. Again, for things like interviewing, or group homes, places like where maybe a handicapped person lives. They may need food, clothing, cleaning products, all these things that we're getting rid of. The Salvation Army and the Purple Heart, those are two organizations that I know of that will pick things up. Excuse me. Salvation Army will take larger pieces like furniture and cars. I think you can donate to the Salvation Army. Another thing you can do is they have online yard sales. On your social media, you could make an announcement or a post that, hey, I have all these baby toys, or I have a sofa I want to get rid of, or, those kind of things. And you may actually know somebody who needs what you have. Churches also may be someplace that you can look into for donating your things. A lot of churches have a benevolent closet, they call it, or something along those lines, where they keep things on hand for people in their community who are having an emergency situation and they need clothing or some food again, or those kind of things. Relief shelters. You can donate books and magazines to relief shelters on top of the clothing and the food products and those type of things. Oh, another thing, cell phones. Even a cell phone without service, you can still dial 911. That's really important for places where people might be, like the crisis centers, or places where people might still need a 911 service but don't necessarily have the means to get a phone. Your libraries and your schools, they may want computers or old books or old CDs, things like that. And the Lions Club came to mind as well. The Lions Club, they accept old glasses, seeing glasses. There was a friend of mine, glasses, I was looking for mine. I have a friend who's actually, their very first pair of glasses came from the Lions Club. So, you know, that's kind of sad if you think about it. Somebody might need glasses, especially a child. He was a child at the time, and their parents can't afford to get them glasses. This is something to think about. Another thing, or another place to consider, maybe animal shelters or your local veterinarian's office. Not only would they necessarily need food and kitty litter, stuff like that, but also used, like worn out towels. If you're going through your linen closet and you have towels that are maybe not as pretty as they used to be, but they're not threadbare, the animal shelters or your, like I said, your veterinarian clinic may want them, or maybe even some of the boarding places that keep your pets if you have to go out of town. And then another place that I thought of was nursing homes or hospitals, veterans hospitals, places like that. They could use probably, in addition to some types of clothing, things like pajamas maybe, or slippers, socks, but also books and CDs and things to help them stay entertained. So these things just popped into my mind. I kind of tried to stay away from big organizations, because there's a lot. There's organizations that specifically take business clothes for women. I think it's called Dress for Success. And there's another place, I can't think of the name of it, but they take formal wear for kids who can't go to the prom. There's a lot of places, or several, that take wedding dresses for, I know one of them was for military wives who need a wedding dress and might not have the resources to purchase one, or people who are underprivileged. So there's a lot of places that will take your items, and of course there's always eBay and all the other online places, like another one would be what's it called, Nextdoor. Nextdoor is a place where you could advertise or sell items that you need to get rid of. But I was just thinking about how, particularly at this time of year, people, they still have needs, and the giving has kind of given out. So I just wanted to drop a little reminder to everybody that, you know, we still need to think about those who are less fortunate in our communities. And what are you going to do with all the stuff that you need to get rid of now that you're trying to make place for the things that we just got at Christmas time? So thank you again for watching. Also, just to drop a little note, starting on the 24th, I think it is, of this month, January 24th, let me just double check that 1 second. Yeah, January 24th at 7 p.m. on my Facebook group. It's I Love a Clean House, without the explanation point. At 7 p.m. I'm going to be starting a live stream called the Kitchen Cabinet Meeting. And it'll be a live stream. Please come and join. Look up that group if you are interested. And it'll be a forum where I may have something to discuss, but of course I want you guys to ask me questions or make comments, things that are concerning you in that forum. If you can't, or you don't want to go on Facebook, I'll be posting those videos here on YouTube as well, so you can look forward to that. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thanks again. Have a great day. Bye.